Gemini, this week is full of intensity, but not like heavy intensity. It's more like explosive energy that's going to bring about unpredictable and unusual experiences. Generally, a lot of astrologers saying February is very low key to a certain extent. There's nothing like intense happening like eclipses, retrogrades, or kind of big planets, the outer planets meeting and getting into any kerfuffles. But this is great because it gives us space to think and it gives us profound experiences, but on a different level. Having said that, this week we do have Mars, the planet of action, and Uranus, the planet of the unpredictable surprise, joining forces in your social zone, internet zone, collaboration zone. So you might be meeting up with someone, putting something out there on the internet this week, and you have a certain expectation of how that's going to go, but it ain't going to go like that. There's a whole strong and forceful energy coming up. Now, the best way for you to use this energy is for you to just be free. If you're doing something and you've been holding back or not putting your unique and original spin on it, let yourself go crazy, let yourself go wild. You might also meet someone fascinating in a group, but there's a very fiery and intense connection. You know, sometimes you have a relationship, you meet someone and you're arguing with them, but it turns out that really that's repressed desire, that actually there's some kind of sexual tension going there. So groups are very interesting. They can get feisty, they can get fiery, there can be a lot of arguments around you, but equally, excuse me, equally, cut that bit out, equally, you,
stop.
No, equally, equally, you can go forward and create very passionate and intense collaborations. Certainly going to be interesting, it's definitely not boring. Now, the other big thing of this week is that Mars, the planet of passion, the planet of energy, is changing signs, leaving behind that whole kind of energy of collaboration and moving into a space for you that's all about you feeling very kind of wistful, very deep, very romantic. You might be preoccupied with a connection that you feel that you have with someone, and you feel that that person is your soulmate. You may feel that you've known that person eternity, you've met them once, but there's this profound link that you have, and you're feeling quite passionate and energized. And Mars does that on Valentine's Day. So there's going to be a very interesting energy around you on Valentine's Day where you're very open and you're having maybe all sorts of weird dreams and strange coincidences. And it's almost as if there's a call from your sensuality to really follow your heart. So if you're not in a happy, sensual relationship or you're not flowing, even creatively, let's say it's not even to do with sexuality. Let's say you're not flowing creatively and you have all this pent up creativity, all of this pent up passion, Mars is going to unleash that. It may mean that you want to spend some time on your own. It may mean that a secret connected to possibly a male or an ex or someone who defines themselves in that day as male you're going to find out a secret connected to them. Something's going to rise to the surface and you're like, you know, wow, I didn't know that. But you'll go through this whole month being a truth warrior, really, finding out the truth. If you've got any secrets that are hidden, you know, I will make sure you shut down your phone for a month or put it on triple lock because secrets are rising to the surface. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this week. Of course, it's general, but use your intuition to see if there is a message for you here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. But you are much more emotional than usual this week. Okay, the World. That's a good start, isn't it? There's something very positive coming. At some point this week, you will feel a peak, a sense of completion, a sense of oneness with the universe, a sense that you are at peace in that moment. And for some of you, it's just like, oh, something that you always wanted comes this week. And you're like, yeah. Also got the Ace of Swords. According to the tarot, there is a lot of very good fortune. And the sword, this is the sword of truth. And as I was saying earlier, Mars is bringing out the secrets. Perhaps you are being much more honest than usual. You are cutting through anything that's stopping you reaching your goal and reaching your goal to achieve financially as well. It's very, very positive. And actually, you're being quite practical this week. Perhaps you're using your soul desires and unleashing your passion to go after what you want, and then being very practical in the way that you handle it. And you're working very hard towards your goal this week because you're seeing things in a different way and you're opening up to different ways of doing it. There may be an upheaval, but that does not surprise me, the Tower. There may be an upheaval because things are changing. When Uranus features, there's always change. And sometimes in the moment we can go, oh my God, I can't be dealing with that. It's the Tower, shit, I'm hiding under the duvet. But when the Tower passes, all is clear. So you may feel some emotional upheaval this week. You may be getting on your horse and going into battle. You may be very strong when it comes to your ideas, but I would say that's probably when it comes to groups of people. There may be an ending or a situation connected to death this week, ending or change. And that is quite harsh. Interestingly, my wonderful partner Kathy's mother died recently and the funeral is this week. So it's not necessarily something that's ending or changing or moving. It may be that you're experiencing that somebody has died and you're dealing with the letting go, or it may be that you're leaving a job, you're leaving a friendship, but whatever it is, it's very significant for you. But you're determined to come through that, and you're being protected in a way with a lot of strength from the cosmos, and a lot of other opportunities are coming in. There's change, there's travel, there's balancing what you're doing now to get where you want to go. Avoid not being direct or not being honest about what your desires and needs are. Sometimes when we're in a cathartic situation, when we're leaving a relationship or when we're dealing with change or we're being confronted with people, it's difficult not to be entirely direct. This week is the week to be direct because it will end up being much better for you in the long term if you're honest with yourself and other people. Anyway, I hope you found it useful. I'm sending you so much love. Take care and I'll speak to you soon.